Hi guys, hope you all are doing good. So the AI engineering course which was supposed to be finished is finished. Mostly half of it is uploaded on YouTube. If you want to have a look at the entire course is available on Udemy and but today we are going to discuss a very important thing guys. I have the number of DMs I receive for this request are enormous and the idea is that I'm going to give you a template today for an end-to-end data analytics project. Also guys, nothing to boost, nothing to show off, but the idea is that this is one of the great unique ideas which I felt that hey, this is simple to implement. Maybe people or data analyst aspirants can build up on this. I'm going to give you a template, I'm going to show you a report, I'm going to show you some system, and then the your task is to build on that. I don't want to give you the entire system. Maybe you can connect with me individually, we can discuss on how to build on this, but this would be a standalone end-to-end data project, data analytics project specifically. So guys, let's try to see what the project is. So guys, it's the problem statement is for from a restaurant. Okay, let's just try to see, you would understand it very well. So let's just run the app. Streamlit run app.py. So first of all, a lot of people face difficulties on how to integrate stuff in a data analytics project. So first of all, this project is going to integrate Python, SQL, Power BI. I think these are the three skills which are required. Okay, so we have got an error. I think that's okay guys. Errors and all come, you don't need to worry about it. Let me try to reopen my command prompt and let me just wait, let me just, I have one documentation also for you guys. Let me also open that documentation only. But guys, if you will do this type of projects, your chances of getting shortlisted are way too high. Okay, let me just try to activate my virtual environment. Now let's try to run it. Streamlit run app.py. Okay, so guys, see, essentially what we are trying to build is a system where we can capture comments. Okay, so no module name by ODC. This shouldn't have come, it should have been installed. Still, let me try to reinstall the dependency. Pip install -r requirements.txt. See guys, whenever some error comes, I don't try to cut the video or do anything. I want you guys to also figure out on how to not panic when an error comes in your organization. You might be working on deliverables which are due tomorrow and you have an error, right? You have a bug. This is very common guys, just chill. So let's just try to see it now. Streamlit run app.py. Hopefully now it should work. Maybe not. Okay, now see, the name of our restaurant is Flavor Fusion. People come, people have food, and now this is our review portal, feedback portal. Everything guys is dependent on feedback. Okay, customer feedback for any business is one of the most essential and core components. So see, what is the idea is, let's say you had lunch or dinner at Flavor Fusion, and let me enter the name. So the name is maybe let's enter the name as Gia. Let's enter any dummy phone number. Okay, and my overall experience was one, I'd say the food didn't taste good at all. It was spicy. I'm gonna submit the feedback. See guys, essentially this is how stuff happens, right? You're given a form, you submit the feedback, and now this data would get dumped first of all inside my DB. It's just connected. Let me just change it to Aditya DB restaurant feedback. Let me just execute it. See, it got dumped into a database, and now there should be a report also that should have been made so that you could analyze, and this dashboard can be given to anyone, your sales team, right? They will see this dashboard. Okay, on an hourly basis you can schedule it for refresh, and hence therefore they'll be able to see what's happening. Let me open the dashboard as well. So see guys, in this project we are integrating Python, we are integrating Generative AI as well. Yes, I'll show you where I have integrated generative AI as well. We are integrating SQL as well. We are integrating Power BI as well. This is known as an end-to-end data analytics project, right? Not just a single dashboard. Okay. So see, right now, let me just try to refresh it. See guys, an entry came in the name of Jia. The food didn't taste good and it was classified as category. See, there is classified, right? How did it automatically get classified? Stay tuned in this video, we'll see. But now you're able to at least understand the problem statement. Problem statement and tech stack, these two things are clear. Now let's go in depth. Every line of code I will explain, guys. Okay, don't worry. First of all, guys, create a folder and all. Okay, you need to create a virtual environment. Why I need a virtual environment? Because I'll be using some Python packages, so it's best to create a virtual environment. I've given the command, use it. I'm activating the virtual environment. Okay, all you have to do is just create a folder, guys. I hope you know how to create a folder. And then open the folder with VS Code. Guys, see, I use VS Code as my ID. You guys need to use VS Code or PyCharm. No matter, guys. Whatever any person is going to tell you, everyone in the industry uses an ID. It is the norm. Even students who work on PhD based programming, right, who develop real time modules, also work on this system. Everyone is working on this system. You are an analyst, scientist, software engineer, NASA scientist, you should use an ID, guys. Please create a folder, open the folder with an ID, and then the next thing would be you need to have a file called requirements.txt. Okay, so why do we need a file called requirements.txt? Essentially, these are the packages that I'll be using: Streamlit, NumPy, Pandas, Python.env, Google Generative AI, and PyODC. Now, some of you would be like, hey, I don't know what these modules do. Let's discuss what is Streamlit. See, Streamlit is used to create UI UX in Python. Okay, so whatever UI you were able to see, right, this one is created using Streamlit. I need Streamlit for it. NumPy. I think you would have heard about NumPy if you have come in this lecture. This is an end-to-end data analytics project. And NumPy is used for mathematical calculation. Then you have Pandas. See guys, Pandas is used for data manipulation. Then you have Python.env. So this package is basically used in helping me store my API credentials. So there is one file .env which has my Gemini API secret. Okay guys, see, Gemini is free. Please don't create an API key. I'll show you how to create it. Don't use my API key. Don't do these type of experiments. Just click on create an API key. Let me link this there. Okay, link on how to get an API key so that none of you would face any difficulties. API key, whatever thing I find you need to know, I'll add it. Okay guys, don't worry. So I have generated an API key. The next thing is this is why I need python.env, since I'm using .env file. So in order to get my secrets and all, I use it. Okay, in my environment I need to have this Google Generative AI. This is a module that's going to help me chat with Gemini. And then there is a database connector, Python database connector. Okay, this is going to help my Python get connected to database. Guys, this is very important. Every data analyst does it. If you are building something, you would have systems in which data is continuously flowing. No one uses Excel, guys. Let's be very clear. No one uses Excel. Excel is not even a database. Some data analysts confuse it. Now the thing is, let's go to the next step is you have created a file called requirements.txt, and then you need to install the dependencies. So for that, what you need to do is you need to run this command, that is pip install -r requirements.txt. So guys, one time I think I should show you guys. I think you guys should know this, but some of you might not know. I'll show you how to do it quickly. See guys, all you need to do is create a folder. Okay, name anything what you want. Data demo I'm giving. Okay, this is how you create a folder. The next thing is you need to open this with VS Code. So this is how you open something with VS Code, so that for the first time, if any one of you is seeing, they understand. From here you can create requirements.txt, add the necessary modules. Any file you want to create, you can do it from here. Okay, then if you want to create the virtual environment, open your terminal, go to my notes, copy this command, a virtual environment will get created. Okay, Then maybe you need to obviously after creating you need to activate it, right? Activate the virtual environment. Let me just try pandas for the timing. Okay, see guys, what we are doing, we created a folder connected it with VS Code. I created a virtual environment. I created a requirements.txt file which will have all the necessity modules and everything that I'll be using for my project. Virtual environment is needed. Still, I need a clean environment. I need a clean environment, okay, and where I can install and do anything, whatever I want. Then I'm activating the virtual environment and then I'm installing the dependencies, okay. Since this is the first time, so I'm showing you all this. Anyhow, this is a data analytics project, so I'm assuming people have not gone through my AI engineering classes. There, everything I have shown end to end. So guys, see, your libraries and everything will get installed in this way, okay. So now this is good. So now the thing is, we have talked about requirements.txt. The next file is note for beginner. It's a document, you would understand this. Then the next thing is this is my Power BI report. We'll talk about Power BI later. So then I have app.py. Now this is the main file, guys. Let's just try to go line by line. Line by line, let's try to understand the code. What we are doing. We are importing modules, no magic. We are loading the environment variables. This will load all these variables into my environment so that I can use it, okay. Then I'm configuring the API key, Gemini API key, os.getEnv. OS, from here it is able to fetch it, okay. Then I am writing a function to classify. So what it is doing, it's gonna call Gemini 1.5 and whatever input it is getting, see, I'll tell you, based on feedback, it will classify the restaurant feedback into one of the categories: food quality, service, ambience, value for money, or overall experience. Okay guys, this is very important. So whenever something will be coming in form of feedback, it will basically classify into one of these categories, and then we are calling the thing, okay. See, we are just calling the thing model.generate content, okay. We are just calling the thing. So we are just calling the LLM in this thing, okay. Now the next bit of code is used for insertion. So I have defined a function that will insert my data from the UI to my SQL server. See, this will help me connect to my SQL server. I think you would know what a server is, database, right? I'm using Windows authentication, so I don't need any username and password. So I'm writing trusted connection is equal to yes. Then basically I'm inserting, right? You write this command insert into, yeah. I think all of you would know this. Only thing that you need to know is that you need to create a table prior to this. So for creating a table, guys, you use create table command, right? So I have mentioned that as well, create table command. Okay, just see it, guys, you will understand it on your own. Then the thing is Streamlit app. Then what I'm doing is Streamlit app, I'm defining a title, I'm writing some content, I'm taking user input. Then if the user is submitting them, then first of all, based on feedback, I'll classify the feedback into one of those categories. Where is this function? Here is this function, okay. Based on the feedback user gives, it will get classified. How? The LLM is going to do it. This is how you use an API, okay. I'm using the Gemini API. See guys, in merely 3 to 4 lines of code, you are able to call the API. Then you are inserting data, you have a function for insert data as well, and then you are just displaying some messages, okay. See guys, this was very basic coding. I haven't done anything great. Tell me what I have done. I'm just importing modules, I'm just loading environment variable, I'm just connecting it, right? This .tnv has Gemini API key, I'm doing it. Then I'm writing the code which will essentially help the model to classify feedback into categories. The thing is, whenever a feedback comes, I need to classify it into a category, because then that concerned category person can see his category and get, okay, I can understand this stuff better. This was a feedback, maybe I need to act on it. Then guys, what is happening is, once you fill the form, you need function to insert data. This PyODC will help the Python UI which we have designed using Streamlit to get connected to your DB. We are just connecting it, guys. We are not doing any great task over here. And then we are just inserting data. I think you would know this command, insert into table name, and then you give everything. This is very simple, guys. Okay, and then this is your UI, right? You're defining the UI, and then you are just calling that if you're doing this button click, then it's gonna get classified, and then we are displaying a success message and stuff, and all of it is getting dumped into dby because we have this insert data function. It will get inserted into this thing. I hope you understand on how to create a table over here. Okay, you have this code. Okay, just copy this. Right now I'm using this. Let me use some other database. Let me use msdb. Let me paste this. Let me run it. Okay, it's giving me a syntax error, not sure why. See guys, the command got successfully. This is how you create a table. Now I hope you would understand, right? You're doing a project, so you would understand basics of SQL. You're creating a table. Your ID would be primary key. Then you're having name, phone number, rating, feedback, and we are using varchar. Okay, variable character. Nothing so great about it. Okay guys, so see, then what I'm doing is, then I'm connecting my Power BI to SQL Server. Okay, just go to here, get data, SQL Server, enter your server name and database name, and then click on OK, and then you import the data. That's all I have done. And then guys, I have created a normal dashboard just to give you an idea. Hey, this is the project I want. You have used Python, you have used generative AI, you have used database, you have used Power BI. You can innovate a lot in this type of projects, guys, because the tech stack is very stable, right? The tech stack is, you can innovate on anything, whatever you want. Now let's just try to see the demo once more. This time the name is John. Let's keep the number as this only, and let's say the AC was uh, very low, felt hot. Let's just submit the feedback. For all we are doing, we have created a form. Okay, we have created a form using Streamlit. So guys, I think this time our model returned something incorrect. Response text. I think this time it uh, classified or any other category which you feel makes sense. There is some error, guys. Okay, let's just try to see what is there. Okay, I think there are some safety ratings kind of things, because we are using Gemini. So guys, these type of errors come. Okay, Google's API is little secure, so they have some safety concerns, so might be because of that our system failed. Let's just try to redo it. Let's just try to rerun the app. Name Aditya, phone number. Can you work on the air conditioning system? It is very weak. See guys, it got submitted. Okay, now let's just try to refresh our dashboard. See guys, it got classified into ambience. See guys, this is how you will do these type of projects. Now the person who's working in ambience team can come and just click on ambience. He will be only able to see that, okay, someone raised a ticket, someone raised a complaint regarding ambience, he can work on it. He can even call them and say, WhatsApp them that, hey, this is all done. This is what companies do, guys. Okay, this is solved. Next time you won't face any difficulties. Even this kind of system can be automated. So guys, this was like an idea that I wanted to give you on how you can work on an end-to-end data analytics project. Okay, I have given you a template. All you need to do is you need to start by thinking of a problem statement. Guys, you need to solve problems. So think about an innovative problem statement. Second step is create the basic UI with the help of Streamlit, so that the recruiter will understand that okay, this guy has good amount of Python experience, like he knows Python. So you are creating UI using Streamlit. Okay, you are just capturing people's comment. Okay, that is it. That is all. What is Streamlit? It is used to design UI UX in Python. Many of you will say, we don't know Streamlit. Do you need to know what is st.text input? Let's say you don't understand some code. Okay, guys, this is very important. If you don't understand, why don't you copy and paste it? See, guys, I'm using Claude. I have professional plan of Claude. Just type, please explain the code. Why can't we guys do this? What is wrong in doing it? Everyone is doing it, guys. People in big organizations have created their own coding assistants and they are doing a great job. Anthropic has done it. Amazon has done it. OpenAI has, I can't even tell you the number of AI research agents they have. So why can't we leverage AI? See guys, you can understand this creates a text input and this. If now you're saying that, hey, we don't understand a lot about Streamlit. Can you teach me Streamlit? Why don't we learn like this? Can you teach me Streamlit for a data analyst? What is wrong in asking it? See, it's going to generate content for you. See, it's going to give you that how you can set up Streamlit, what are the basic components, how you can display data, how you can display charts, how you can do anything. Everything is being covered. Why don't you learn like this? So guys, see, the only thing is with the help of AI, education has become deeply accessible, at least to those people who have decent understanding of technology, and you guys are going to become data analysts, so you guys should approach every problem statement in this way. Okay, so let me try to draw one diagram. So see guys, the thing that you need to do is you need to think of a problem statement. Once the problem statement is done, you need to create a user interface so that people can enter data and capture data. Once the data capturing is done, you need to apply some sort of logic. So for logic, I'm using an LLM. So I'm classifying the comments into categories so that whatever category comes, the person can basically see that, okay, I am the one who is in charge of ambience and these are my reviews, these are my feedbacks. Post that, I'm dumping into a database, I'm dumping it into SQL Server, and then I'm creating a Power BI report of it. I have used Power BI, I have used SQL, I have used generative AI, I have used Python. These type of projects will help you get selected, guys. These are interesting projects, people would love to hear about it. And create your moat, guys. Create something unique, which you guys want to do in this project. And I don't know in what domain you are, this will help you, this theme will help you to create ideas. Everything is in front of you, guys. Nothing needs to be done. All you need is a setup, and I have given you that setup. This is basic code, right? This is a basic code. This will, what it is doing, it is just executing an command. What is insert command? I think all guys know insert command. All, maybe some of you might be seeing it first time. Okay, fine. Can you go control C? Can you go to Claude or any of the models that you use? Please Google it. Please explain. Like, I'm using Claude, so you can use any LLM of your choice. Okay, see, this is just a Python function. This is basic. See, everything, guys, you can understand by your own. All I wanted to show you guys is that, hey, this is what is possible. This is what you need to do. Create an interface with Python. Build some logic. This is the logic function. Modify this logic function. Create a more complicated use case for your industry, for your domain. That's going to help you win the race. Then just insert the data into a database. Then basically once it's inserted, create a dashboard out of it. Now guys, see, if you want, if you are new to this system, so obviously this is a project, so I expect you to create or basically know how to create dashboards. If you don't know, this will merely not take 5 minutes also. What I have done, what you need to do, All you need to go to visualization and add a table. And guys, work on the UI UX on your own. I won't be doing that, but just I'm giving you a demo on how to create. Just add these columns. Okay, date, change it to date normal, add feedback, id, just change it to don't summarize, name, phone number, category, rating. Okay, if you don't want to show this way, just make it rating. Okay, this is how you need to create dashboard, guys. This is very simple. I want you to come up with very complicated dashboards, which you do, but I'm just giving you a demo on how stuff can be done and how you need to create an end-to-end data analytics project. Okay, now the next thing is next chart. Okay, let me get this chart. This is how you can get this chart. What is there? Its date was there, rating was there, and uh, let's just do it id. Okay, so count of id will give me the number of complaints, and sum of rating would give me the some total rating. Obviously you don't want the total rating, you want to see the average rating. You can turn off the totals here as well. Totals, just turn off it. Okay guys, then you need to add some slicers. Click here, you will get a date slicer. Okay, then you need to whatever filter you need to add it. Guys, see, this is so simple. All you need to do is maybe a rating filter you need to add. Okay, then what you need to add, maybe a category filter. See, I was able to build the dashboard, I'm not sure, in 2-3 minutes. Then maybe you need it in this format. Just do it guys. Okay, this is not very difficult kind of a thing that I wanted to show you. So just be aware that, hey, let me open a new page. This is the final use case that I'm explaining you, end-to-end explanation, so that everything gets crystal clear what we are doing. Essentially what we do is we come up with a problem statement. Come up with your own problem statement which is aligned to your career interests, your domain interests, your industry. Then try to create a user in UI. Okay, you create it using Python. Okay, then based on capturing comments, try to apply some logic. If you don't want to use an LLM, that's also okay. Try to use an LLM. Okay, sorry guys, call this scheme, but yeah, I've cut it, that's okay. So guys, see, what problem statement, UI UX, then the thing was logic building. Okay, once the logic is set up, this logic can be done using LLM. I just wanted to give you a flavor of an LLM. Okay, well, how much code I have written? It's very simple. Then dump the data into SQL. From here you can create multiple views. Okay, create multiple views, create multiple reports, showcase multiple dashboards. This is how a dashboard. Okay, this is how I want you to guys do. And don't worry, I have seen few data analysts are scared of coding. Guys, never be scared of coding. It's not me. Everyone is saying that coding is not going to be a very difficult task. Yes, for some software engineering projects you require end-to-end coding knowledge, but it's not very difficult as well. Okay, just try to understand that, hey, this is the system, this is how it needs to be done. Quick walkthrough, just import the modules, load your environment variables which are stored in .env, connect your Gemini API, write some prompt. Okay, then insert the data into your database, and this is just a simple user interface. Okay guys, very simple code, very efficient project. Try to build projects on these lines. Any video you require, you can DM me on Instagram as well as LinkedIn. Thank you guys.